When all is said and done, this game will not be remembered for the Chargers losing 19-16 to the Raiders, or the Chargers falling to 5-9, clinching yet another losing season, or the Chargers being swept by the Raiders for the second consecutive year, or Joey Bosa with sack number 7.5, which leads the Chargers. This officially is the game in which Dean Spanos completely lost the Chargers fan base. The Chargers did prepare for a very loud Raiders crowd, pumping in practice during the week to go ahead and prepare. Phillip Rivers having to go to a silent count several times throughout the game. But in all my years living in San Diego, in covering this team for the past decade, I have never ever seen a crowd like this in San Diego. I would guesstimate a good 95% Raiders fans filled it up at the Q to watch their team do something the Chargers haven't done in years: clinch a spot to the playoffs. This is what Dwight Lowery said after the game about this atmosphere.
The away game. That's what it felt like. Yeah, it's shocking. And I think it's, maybe reflective of, where the team is. Everything that's been going on, I guess, for the past couple of years with the stadium issue and whatnot. There's a lot of black out there today. It's pretty embarrassing.
I don't know. Sucks to kind of come to your home and basically be on the road, so that's about it.
You guys talked about expecting it because you pumped in the crowd noise, but still was it a little bit jarring just to see the percentage of Raider fans, how loud they were, and
Yeah, I mean, it sucks definitely to be at home, like I said, and basically having to go silent count and having to work with sound, so that does suck, especially when you're at home. So
how many of you Chargers fans remember the glory days of when the Chargers were expected to beat the Raiders, when they beat them 13 straight times? The LT chants, the you can't run chants. One guy, Antonio Gates, does. This is what he said about the feeling, the atmosphere today at the Q.
No, this was pretty interesting. We understand that, the Raider fans travel and the impact that they have when we have these home games, but never nothing like this. It was essentially a home game for them. Just the crowd noise, I've never seen nothing like this in my 14-year career, so it's unfortunate. I don't think it had nothing to do with the errors that we made. We still have to make the right plays and be efficient offensively, but it was different. It was a different atmosphere than what I'm accustomed to. Well, I mean, it's a little disappointing, obviously, when you don't win and you don't get the support that you feel like you need or deserve. But I think it comes down to there's no more victories in this business, and I guess the fans feel the same way. With all due respect, all the fans who've supported the Chargers over the 14 years I've been here, this was just something different. Never seen nothing like this. But we've always expected the Raider fans to come and support their team, but not to this magnitude, of which it was basically a home game for them. Part of the field, every part of the stands that I looked at, it was predominantly black and silver. But it has nothing to do with the fans and what we were able to do today.
Imagine this scene, though, ever happening during the glory days, the LT, the you can't run. I mean, just back in that heyday when the Chargers were expected to win.
Yeah, I think that's, to me, winning is probably the solution to it all, to be honest with you.
So what next for the 5-9 Chargers? Really, the only way to go ahead and make this season worse is if they were to go ahead and lose on the road at Cleveland to the winless Browns and then announce that they were moving to Los Angeles, which is right now what most people expect them to go ahead and do.